Good morning, everyone. So I'm down in my sunroom today. It's cold. It was a cold morning, but it's going to get warm. So I didn't want I didn't want to do the pellet stove. We started a little fire in the wood stove down here in the sunroom. So this is the warmest place for me this morning. I'm running a little late this morning, but I'm going to do a reading. Well, I'm going to check on several things, a couple of things. But the first thing I'm going to check on is Australia, because they have an election coming up on May 3rd. And we want to see what's going on there with them. So the setup is a little different, and I'm going to work it out to try to do my best that you can see it. But I'll pick the cards up and I will show you as we go, and hopefully this works out okay. So, yeah, Lukey Duke is down here with me. There he is. He's tired. He's a tired kid. You see that rocking chair right there? That is very weathered and very worn, and that's going to be one of my projects. And then that coffee table right beside it, that's another project. And then that rocking chair kind of matches this one. It's almost identical. And that's going to be another project. So these are projects I've got all lined up to work on. But Luke, hey Lukey Duke, hey buddy, hi, can you say hi to the camera? Can you say hi to everybody? You good boy. He says, no mama, I'm just tired. I'm down here with you, sitting beside you, tired. I'm a tired boy. He's a good boy. He's tired in the morning. He's a tired guy in the morning. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. He's mama's boy. Oh, he's mama's good boy. We love Luke. Oh, we love Luke. So there's Lukey Duke this morning. There's a few of my projects. And this table is also a project that I'm going to do next. And then, I don't know, you can probably see that glider over there. That's a project. That chair over there that Luke stands on to look out the window, that's going to be done along with 4 others. My goodness. Plus, we're working on the sunroom down here. So I'm still painting down here. Yeah, I have plenty to keep me busy. That's for sure in my spare time. What spare time? What spare time with all of these projects going? But it's fun. It's fun to shift the feel of things. Paint really, you can really change everything with a little paint, make everything feel different. This room used to be mulberry, and I loved that. It was beautiful. You can look it up if you're interested in seeing what color that was. It was a Benjamin Moore paint, and it was called mulberry, and it was just beautiful. But it was time to change the vibe, so we just painted it this winter to the Poseidon, which is a teal. And I still have to finish the doors and the windows, finish putting, like, they're primed, but they're not painted. It never ends. And then I've got to do my floor, you guys, because this floor has been laid, it's over 20 years. And I've got to sand it down and re-urethane it and stuff. So yeah, lots to do. It never ends. It just never ends when you're the homeowner. It just doesn't. So anyways, don't follow any links in the comments section of either of my channels. Soliciting you for anything or enticing you to follow the link for any reason. It's scammers. Don't do it. The healing intentions are always set for you folks. Always, 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 as per the usual. So if you so choose and you want that, go ahead and decree that for your highest and greatest good, only and always. And then go ahead and just breathe that in through the nose and out through the mouth, and just allow that to integrate the body, and do it for as long as you choose. And with all of that being said, let's talk a little bit about Australia. So Australia has an election coming up May 3rd. And they have a couple of, so they word things a bit different. So here in the States, the liberals are wrecking our country, and they're wrecking our states, right? But in Australia, they have what is called the Liberal Party. And that's actually like the better of the parties. They stand for something better. And the leader of this party, because they do things a bit different than we do here in the States, the leader of this party his name is Peter Dutton. And then they have the Labour Party. And these guys in Australia, the Labour Party is basically what we're dealing with here with our Democratic Party and the far left and the Liberals. These guys are crazy and they're tyrannical and they're ruining Australia with their policies. So they've flooded Australia with 1.8 million immigrants that they have made legal. So they've made these immigrants legal and they give them free everything, and it's causing higher prices and housing crises, and it's the same playbook. It's the same exact playbook. It's the Marxist playbook that they're doing throughout the world. And so the leader of the Labour Party, which is the bad party in Australia, his name is Anthony Albanese. And so he's the leader of the Labour Party. And then we have the Liberal Party, which is actually the better of the two. And the leader of that, his name is Peter Dutton. And they're having an election, their federal election, May 3rd in Australia. And so the person that asked me to look into this for them, they said there's a lot of people predicting that the Labour Party will stay in control, which would be absolutely detrimental to them. They're all about the green energy, which isn't so green, right? And they're just ruining Australia. The same as the Democratic parties are ruining particular states within this country. And just like the Democratic Party ruined the whole country during the Pretendency's reign of terror. So we want to take a peek at that. So Anthony Albanese is running against Peter Dutton for the title Prime Minister. So let's take a look first and foremost at the overall energy for Australia, only Australia. So only the truth is welcome here, only the truth is welcome here, only the truth is welcome here. I decree that. I decree it, so it is, so be it, it is done, right? We want a clear and accurate reading because this is kind of important. This is important stuff. It's not kind of. I mean, we're going through some stuff the world over. So let's take a look at the overall energy of Australia. And so I want two cards. And the first question that I want to see is, what is the energy of the Australians that are true Australians? Okay? I want to see how they're feeling, what the overall energy is for them. I truly believe that we're being pushed to our limits. Of course, we all know, here in the States, we had an Agenda 2021, and then there's the Agenda 30, and we know that this is the New World Order, and we know this is the world over. It's not just one country anymore. This was to create a one world government. These policies that they're implementing and the things that they're doing was to create a one world government where they had complete control over all of us, we the people. And I just want to reiterate, that's why it's so important that as the media and certain people are trying to divide us, like say, some people in other countries getting mad at President Trump and Americans because of the tariffs. this is all just to create a divide because they saw us all uniting. They saw us all saying, you know, supporting one another. And they saw us all saying, where we go one, we go all, meaning all of us the world over. And so they have to create these divides. So they're spitting things in the ears of people throughout the world to try to pit country against country again. Because if we, the people, don't stand strong and together, then we fall. And what happens in Australia is important. What happens in Canada is important. What happens in every single country the world over is important to all of the citizens of the world, to all of us people. Do you see what I'm saying? So let's take a look at the Australians' energy. Let's see what's going on with them first and foremost so that we can get an idea of where they stand emotionally, mentally, on the wake-up scale. The Australians, not the immigrants, but the actual Australians before their country was so invaded by immigrants. And we know why they do that. That's to sway the votes. So that's so they can cheat. So with one card, please and thank you, I want to shuffle these up good. Give us an overall energy of the Australians and how they're feeling around the policies and the things that are happening in their country. Please and thank you. See if they're waking up, right? Because this person said the same thing that I've heard from everyone else. So many sleepers. It was the same here in my country. So many people kind of brainwashed and sound asleep. So let's see. Let's see with one card, please and thank you. Please represent the true Australians' overall energy. See if they're waking up to this stuff. Oops, it doesn't want to. My hands are a little funky. I'm still unable to upload to Rumble. I haven't been able to upload to Rumble, I don't think, since the very, what was it? I think the 10th of April was the last time. So I don't know what's going on. I've refreshed, I've updated. I don't know what's going on. I'm going to keep trying. I may end up having to just not be able to get all of the readings that I've done since then up, but it just is what it is. So, okay, let's take a look with one card. We have the 7. So the overall energy right now for the Australians in this deck, this is my Deviant Moon deck, because everybody says, oh, that's a cool deck, Lorri, what is it? It's called the Deviant Moon deck. So the energy for the Australians right now is they are seeking. That 7 says they are seeking. They're seeking truth and knowledge. They want to know who's really running things, what's really going on behind the scenes. So I would say people are waking up there. There's still a lot hidden from you folks, but the overall energy for you is that people are waking up and trying to find out what's hidden, what's behind that curtain. And they're emotional. There's a lot of emotion there. So let's just take a couple more cards and get a look. Next you have the 8 of Pentacles, and so they realize that there are some major things that need mending. They understand now that they're in Australia. That country is bleeding and in need of care. So your people are waking up. Oh, your people are waking up, and then there's the chaos of it. And a lot of people don't want to hear really what's going on. So you do still have those sleepers there that don't want to hear, and they feel almost bullied if you try to express things to them. But that's how it is over the world over, I think. People will come to when they come to, and if it's too soon, they can't handle it. And we've been told some never will, right? So there's a huge, this is a higher arcana, so there is a huge discomfort that is happening with the people of Australia. They're feeling uncomfortable. They're feeling very uncomfortable. They understand that there's got, something has to happen, that some balance, a semblance of balance has got to come back in. They're feeling very uncomfortable in their own skin. They see that things are breaking. They see how broken things are, and they are ready. They want to mend this. The true Australians. Yes, there are some people that still don't want to hear it in the midst of this chaos, but you have a lot of people that are now speaking out and saying things that they may not have possibly said before. The trouble is, when we're saying it to people that don't want to hear it, it falls upon deaf ears, we think. But it does plant the seeds, you guys. And overall, people are seeking truth. They know there are people behind that curtain that are ruling things, and they're trying to get to the bottom of things. So that's the overall energy that I'm getting, at least for your true people there in that country. And now let's take a look at the overall energy of the 1.8 million immigrants that have been flooded into your country under these policies. And let's see, with one card, please, how you would represent that, the truth about the immigrants. Because listen, I'm just going to say this, and I told this person that asked me to look into this morning. So in my country, we have immigrants. We have illegals. We do. We've had illegals for decades, okay? I mean, this is nothing new. Obama ran on, Clinton and Obama both ran on, you know, cleaning up the illegal immigration problem that we had. They both did. Under the Bush administration, we had tons of illegal immigrants come into this country. Now, when the difference is with Trump, he's actually doing something about it. And everybody forgets what their Democratic Party had once run on before, which was these same policies, because they've just been so brainwashed. But we've always had immigrants in this country. It's legal and illegal. It's been ongoing for decades. This is nothing new. And then under the Biden administration, there was the open border policy. Some of the people that came here looked at the open border policy and thought, this is my chance to get the hell out of Dodge. And they were just good people wanting to get the hell out of a tyrannical country to come here to try to make the American dream. Not everybody that rushed our borders were bad. A lot of the people that rushed our borders were bad. And a lot of the people that came through the borders were enslaved to the human traffickers. So we have a really messed up situation. It's a very sad situation. But if you talk to the legal immigrants and even some of the illegal immigrants, they don't want the criminals here. They don't want tyranny. That's what they ran from. So we have a precarious thing going on here now. We've got the cleanup of the illegals. And, you know, it's hard because inevitably some of these people have probably been here for decades, being good people, wanting to live the American dream. And they probably came here illegally, and now they're in danger of being taken back. And my heart goes out to those people. I just, you know, I hope that they're able to maneuver this and come back in legally with no harm done. And, you know, my prayers are with them every day. But we need to get the criminals out of our country. And people that have come here legally don't want the criminals here. And a lot of the good people that came here illegally don't want them here either. That's what they ran from. So that's why I want to take an overview of your 1.8 million immigrants that your country has made legal, but brought in masses. I just want to look at the overall energy of those people to see what their climate is. Like, what is it? I just want to see what the energy is for them. For the majority, okay? For the majority. We'll go one more. The Sun. Ooh, they're feeling very, very celebratory. There's more to that. Why are they feeling that way? We want to know, right? Higher Arcana. The cup runneth over. Because they're having everything given to them. All right, you guys. So this is the immigrants. The overall energy there is they're feeling very abundant, celebratory. Their cup runneth over because they're having everything given to them. Like the money is being burned up for them. So you've got the Sun representing the overall energy. So their celebration. They're celebrating. This is a dance. This is a happy dance. They're very happy because they've come to your country and now they're abundant. With that Queen of Cups, literally their cup overflows, right? They feel as though their cup is overflowing. Then you have that Eight of Pentacles, which is that that burning up of the money. So there's a lot of money being doled out to them. And then we end off with that Seven of Cups. So what I'm seeing here is you're being told 1.8 million, but there would be a lot more that you don't know. So you have more than that. You have more immigrants there than you think you have. And, you know, with that Seven, that's seeking. So many more seeking to come in. That's the overall energy that you folks have there in Australia as far as your immigration goes. So, but your people, your Australians, they are waking up. So now let's clear that deck for a little bit, put some selenite on there, and let's look at the Liberal Party. So we have the Liberal Party, which is the better party of the two. And we want to know if Peter Dutton is a good guy. We have to ask that because people pretend to be lots of things. But first off, we want to know if Peter Dutton is a good guy. So this is the Liberal Party, and the leader of the Liberal Party's name is Peter Dutton. And please and thank you, we want a card to show us the energy of Peter Dutton. Please and thank you. We might as well get all the information that we can, you guys. Right? One more shuffle with one card we'll pull that will give us that first bit, or the only bit that we need. We'll see if we want to pull more after that, depending on the feeling in the card. So Peter Dutton. Peter Dutton is a warrior, and he sees the chaos that's going on within the country. So this is the Five of Swords, okay? So right now, Peter Dutton fancies himself a warrior. He also feels as though he's winning. So if he's being represented as this Five of Swords, and this is my Rider-Waite deck, and he's standing there holding his swords, and he's smiling, looking back at people that are feeling depleted, upset, saddened, because they've had to drop their swords. He's feeling pretty good. He's feeling like a warrior. He's feeling like he He's feeling like he's winning some of this battle. So let's get more of a story around him. He's got good intentions, you guys, with the Ace of Cups. All right, so Peter Dutton sees that things need to be done over. There needs to be a complete change, a death, and a rebirth to what's happening. At least this is how he views things. So he feels like a winner. He feels like he's doing pretty good. He's winning the fight or has won some battles, he feels. With his Ace of Cups, the Ace of Cups represents goodness, love, good intentions. So he's feeling like he's winning against these bad guys. His intentions would be considered good with the Ace of Cups. He feels like he's doing pretty good within this battle. With this Death card, he sees that things need complete change and overhaul. And he wants to battle and break these chains that are kind of ruining, that are destroying things the world over and in your country. It's the same battle that everybody is going through. So it's not showing him as some horrible person, and it's not showing him as some massive, like, wonderful person. It's showing him as an ordinary guy out there doing battle with good intentions to break the chains that have bound you and to bust up the enslavement that's taken place and to have a death and a rebirth for something else. The old way needs to die and the new way needs to begin. And that's what I'm getting on Peter Dutton. Now let's shuffle those up and take a look at the Labor Party. And let's take a look at Anthony Albanese. And let's see the overall energy, the truth, please and thank you. On Anthony Albanese. One more. Let's see what we start to get here for a story around Anthony Albanese. He's been walked away from. Does he look different? Ooh, he's been to battle. He's behind you. There's a lot of secrets around this dude that you don't know, that you aren't seeing. So what I'm getting here around Anthony Albanese, we have this 8, that's infinity. We have a setup and then a walk away from. It looks as though he was set up. He may have been taken away or he may be being controlled. He feels pretty beaten up. He's under stress and duress that you don't realize, I think. He's in the end of his days. And with this 3, his journey is put behind him. Now there's something new moving forward for him. Many secrets, many reveals. A lot of things are going to come up from the surface around Anthony Albanese. This is just what I'm getting. I don't know if you're seeing the real guy, because it's saying there was a setup and it was walked away from. So he's either under control or he was taken out and someone was put in his place. He's been beaten hard. His journey is behind him. Something waits for him, though. Something waits for him, and it's going to be big reveals, possible. God, anything could happen there. So let's just ask a couple of questions here. So Anthony Albanese. Anthony Albanese, are you saying that, his days are numbered and he will be taken out, that he has, are you saying that his days are numbered and he's going to be taken out? Something's going to be revealed around him. Please and thank you. With one card. That's my yes. He's not who you think he is. I don't know if you look at him, if he looks different than he did. But he's not. Yeah, he's either under control or he's been taken out. So was Anthony Albanese a bad dude? You know, according to how we would judge it and gauge it, bad intentions, nasty intentions, nefarious intentions for humanity. Was he one of those types of players? Please and thank you. Lots to be revealed around this guy, you guys. So, yeah, he was into the party substance by the look of things, you guys. So let's get just a little bit more there. Children, money, trafficking, fast-moving energy around this guy. Can you guys see this? I'm going to move this stuff over. It's important that you see it, I guess. I feel like it is. So, all right. So the first thing that we got was that Three of Cups, which often represents that party drug for me. Heavy partying, party drugs sometimes. Lots of drinking. Women, could be prostitution. All sorts of things going on in that Three of Cups. Then we've got the Page of Swords. That's childlike energy. That's it's energy, so possibly taking energy through the party drug. Page of Pentacles, more childlike energy, making money through that. Fast moving energy, like moving them. So trafficking, I have to be careful with my words. Next we come down, we've got that King of Swords. That sword is tipped sideways and it's not set up very good. Big liar, told lots of bullshit. But his time has ended. He's like, he's had to surrender to. There's a very happy ending that happened with Anthony Albanese, or is about to happen with Anthony Albanese. That's what I am getting around this guy. So the person that you're seeing, he was set up and his battle ended. His journey is behind him. Lots of stuff is going to come up around him. There's no forward motion there. A journey is in his hand, but he hasn't moved forward, and that's probably because he's at the end of that battle. He had to surrender. This is just what I'm getting, you guys. This is just what I'm getting. So lots of funny stuff around this guy, according to what I'm getting, and I'm just going to say this is for entertainment purposes only, you know, because this is like, you know why I say that, right? So entertainment purposes only, not intended to harm anyone. This is just what I'm getting. So now with that being said, we want to know, with one card on May 3rd in Australia, when they do their election between the Liberal Party and Peter Dutton and the Labour Party and Anthony Albanese, I would like to know, is the Liberal Party going to win by any kind of margin? Will Peter Dutton, will the people of Australia see a win for Peter Dutton? Please and thank you. Page of Pentacles. That's not really, it's saying something, there's going to be some little thing with the election, like something new, something fresh, something different is going to happen within this election. I don't know. Let's get a full story here. So let me get a sip of my coffee. Let me just get a full story. 7-card spread. Can you explain that card a little bit to us? And I don't know the way that your government works. So you might get something from that meaning that I just am oblivious to because I don't have any contrast. So let's take a 7-card spread with this so that I can see the pathway of your, in the month that we call May, on the date that we call the 3rd, in the year that we call 2025 election there in Australia. I want to see that pathway and I want to see a story around it, you guys. One more, and we will lay these cards. Interesting. Okay, so the path, okay, so can you guys can see that pretty much. So what we're looking at, the pathway representing your election is, yeah, it's chaos, right? It's chaos. And, but we're getting the Peter Dutton card that we got representing your Liberal Party here. We're getting that 5 of Swords that's driving this reading, okay? So, and that's the energy that's driving this pathway. That's the biggest part of the pathway. So Peter Dutton is like, it looks like he's making a difference. Like he's kind of winning a little bit. And that's because he appears more caring and he appears to care more for what's happening with this 6. He appears to be more loving. And he appears to care more about what's happening in the environment with the 6 of Cups and what's happening to people. He feels like a more genuine, more caring, more sharing individual that wants to bring good things to the country. And above that, we have that whole, he's done a lot of groundwork. He's brought truth and knowledge with that 7 of Swords up there. And he's promising to break some new ground and bring in some things that it looks like people would be impressed with. And this is what I'm getting for the pathway. And then I'm looking at the story around it, and I've got the 8 of Cups. And the 8 of Cups is a trap. Something's been set. And we got that with Anthony Albanese. Like he's been walked away from. So a trap has been set. So there's some sort of an entrapment. Something is going on with your election. There's something going on fresh with this election that you guys don't know about. This is the card that came up to represent the energy. And when I asked if the Liberal Party was going to win, it says there's something fresh going on, something new. And then it tells me that there's some sort of a trap set here, right? And across from this trap that's set, it's like the end of a battle. It's an end of this battle, and it's an exposure of dark, nasty things right above that. It's an end of the battle of the dark, nasty things, too. It's an ending of something. And they want you guys to know this. This is like, your election is like a trap being set. Above the 8 of Cups and this trap that's being set, what you don't know is that this has been being done for quite a little while. A big portion of the traps, the stuff, is already behind you, you guys. And now you're just waiting on this election with your rod in your hand to move forward. So let's take a look at the moving forward. Let's pull a couple more cards. So can you give us just a little story around when this person can move forward with this journey that hasn't been moved out with yet? Just a little story there. Your election is set up to be a trap is what I'm getting. And they want you to know that. Interesting. Couple more cards, please, and thank you. This is just what I'm getting, at least, you guys. All right, so when I say give me a little more information around this moving forward, this is a trap. What are you moving forward with? The first thing we get is this is my systems card. It's the 5 of Pentacles. And in this deck, to me, that's a system. In this deck, to me, more particularly, it's a church. And churches are systems. And I see that because this is a stained glass window that these people that are impoverished are walking by. And often, stained glass windows are in churches. So the card represents a church to me. And churches are part of a system. Your election is part of a system. So this system is, for one thing, with the 5, it's in the midst of great change, you guys. And it's also in the midst of great chaos. And so then we move over from our 5 of Pentacles, saying great change and chaos, and we come over to a 9 of Pentacles, which is this is all about sovereignty. So with that 9 of Pentacles, she's about sovereignty. She is, you know, she's not overly abundantly like rich or anything, but she can definitely take care of herself. She's confident. And then we come down to this 10 of Swords, you guys, which is a complete surrender. So there is a complete surrendering to this system that's going on. You're going through some great change right now. And this system is being surrendered to. Because these people that have been able to take care of themselves, probably through payoffs, the way this has been done before in the past, it's coming to an end. And that's the whole trap set. So let me just say things like, okay, so obviously we know that in my country, in my state, Governor Mills is not a bigwig. She's not a big wig. She's not, you know, she's not George Soros, right? She's not the Rockefellers. But she has gotten rich by creating hardship for us people. So she's rich to the ordinary person, but it's peons to the bigwigs, right? And that's what I'm seeing here. So this change that is taking place, as you move forward, before you move forward, this system is crumbling to get these guys that have made their fortune through this system that has created harm to the ordinary people. Their time is ending. Your election is a trap that will lead to great change and a surrendering of these people that have made their fortunes off of doing the biddings of the higher people up in the systems while creating harm for you, the citizens. And so it's a trap. It's a trap. That's what I'm getting. All right, now I want to shuffle this all in, and I want to see if I've read this correctly to you. They want you to know this for a reason, right? They want to give you the details. So what I want to know is, have I delivered that message correctly? Please and thank you. With one card, did I read that and deliver that correctly? Please and thank you. I read that correctly to you guys. Your election is a trap of some sort. And it's to end the way a system was done, to bring that system to a surrendering. It's some sort of a trap. Something is being done fresh within this election, or somehow behind the scenes, that's going to surrender things. So that's very interesting. Thank you so much for that. So we got our confirmation with the Chariot, which moves forward. That's a higher arcana. Your election is a big deal, you guys. If the answer to my question is giving me this higher arcana card, that's big picture. Moving forward, more balanced. So your election right now is a big deal. Because it's that karmic energy. It's the universal energy that they just answered me with that Chariot. So they want you to know that there's a trap being set. So, so can you tell me, please and thank you, now that you've given me that story, I want to know, first off, if what the people of Australia see happening and unfolding in that election process is going to be real. I want to know if they're going to be seeing something real, something honest, something true happening in real time. Please and thank you. Because I'm wondering if that's why they're telling me all of this stuff first. So will the people of Australia see what's real and true happening before their eyes during the election process? Will it be like reality, real and true? Let's see what they say to that. I'm hoping that I worded that right, so that they understand what I'm getting at here. One more. This is turning out longer than I thought it would. What you're going to see in the election, you're going to watch something unfold. And it is going to be real. And it is going to be true. And it's going to be like the overall vibration. Keep in mind, the overall vibration is going to be love with the Ace of Cups. And it's going to be super emotional. The cup is going to run over. There's going to be lots of emotions. So what you see is going to be real and true. And the reason why I asked that is because I wanted to know if what you would be seeing unfold would be an illusion. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's why I asked that question. And then if I hadn't got a yes that it was going to be real and true, I would have asked if what you were going to be viewing on this election day was going to be an illusion. But I got a yes that what you're going to be seeing is real and true. And they want you to know that it's a trap being set. And it's going to be highly emotional, but it's going to be over the overall vibration of this is love. And so that's interesting. So now let me see. So will Anthony Albanese win the election on the day that we call on the date that Australia will call the 3rd, and in the month that Australia calls May, in the year that Australia calls 2025, will Anthony Albanese win that election? Please and thank you. Anthony Albanese from the Labour Party. Is he going to win this election? Let's cut him and see. Will Anthony Albanese win this election? It's saying, I'm getting that he will win it. With that Higher Arcana card. Can I get a story around that, please, and thank you? As the energy stands today, they're saying that Anthony Albanese is going to win this election, but that it's a trap. That's what they've said so far. Let's just get a story around this, please, and thank you. It's an illusion, you guys. You're going to be watching this unfold. They said yes. You're going to be watching it unfold in real and true time. It's done with love, you guys. It's an overflowing of the emotions, though. It's going to be that with the 0 point, that fool, that Anthony Albanese will win this election. Remember, it wanted you to know that it's a trap somehow. With that fool, remember that it's this guy is about to walk off that cliff in this deck, you guys. So he'll win it, but it's going to be what sends him over the cliff. And it's going to be an illusion. Like, with that magician, there's tricks. There's a lot of tricks. And they did say that he was a dirty player. They said he's under control, or there's a trap set. And so there's a lot of illusion here, and this is like it's going to walk him off the cliff somehow. This is going to bring in more chaos. And then something's going to come in. The Queen of Swords will come in with truth. Can you see that whole layout? I'm going to read this back to you. So it's saying Anthony Albanese is going to win this election, but this is going to be the thing that kind of tips him over the cliff. There's a lot of tricks here. It's going to create a lot of chaos, but truth is going to come in. The illusion of things, the tricks of things are going to cause a lot of mental worry. And remember with this Nine of Swords, you guys, that's a lot of mental worry for nothing, that it's not necessarily, they aren't true words. They aren't true thoughts. So the trickery around this winning is going to cause a lot of mental anguish. But this queen is going to speak truth. So there's going to be all of this mental anguish. She's going to come forward. This journey will end. This is going to end a cycle with this 10 of rods. It's going to end a cycle. It's actually going to end this cycle of the chaos. You're going to go through a short stint of chaos, and then somehow it's going to end. And then you will begin to be moved out of these bumpy waters and into smoother ones. But so are you saying he has to win for the trap to be for everything to kind of unfold the way it's supposed to? Are you saying that he has to win in order for the trap to unfold, for his journey to end, and for him to step over the cliff and be like surrendered to? Because we got that he was going to be, you know, there was a surrendering to him. So are you saying that his winning is part of the trap? Please and thank you. Ugh. His winning is part of the trap, according to what I'm getting with the Wheel of Fortune. I don't like delivering you guys this news, and I'm going to project that you guys win, that Peter Dutton wins. I don't know. I shouldn't say that. What I'm going to project is that the best thing for Australia happens. The best thing that will be the very best for Australia and the Australians happens on your election day. That whatever happens that day will be for all of your highest and greatest good. But I'm getting right now, and I'm going to double check, you guys. It's just what I'm getting. So what I'm getting right now is that as the energy stands as of today, that Anthony Albanese is going to appear to win this election on May 3rd in Australia. Is that correct? Am I delivering the message correctly? That Anthony Albanese is going to appear to win this election in Australia on the date that they call the 3rd in the month that they call May, in the year that they call 2025. Have I delivered this correctly? Is this correct? The 7. They want to talk to you guys a little bit more. My guides are chatty. All right, you guys, I've been on here an hour, so they want to talk to you a little bit more. So there's a surprise in store with this card, you guys. This is the 7 of Cups. There's something not seen unveiled. So there's a surprise here, you guys. There's a surprise. There are people in the shadows, and things are coming up. Good things are coming up and bad things are coming up. There are reveals happening. Reveals. And they want you to know this. This is a battle. They're not, okay. There's a surprise in this election for you guys, and they did say that also in a way with that Page of Pentacles. There's a surprise here. There's a reveal here. This is the end of a battle for you. With that Hermit card, there is a major light being shown on this. This is highly guided. So, you know, they're basically telling you got to trust that process. This is a highly guided process to create a death and a rebirth for you there in Australia. And there will be a stilling for something new to start, to be victorious. Okay, so what I'm getting from this, and I'm going to double check it, you guys. So what I'm getting from this is there's a lot to your election. I mean, there is a lot. There's a trap set. There's a whole lot going on that's going to create endings, deaths, rebirths. This is like a trap set by the good guys, I would say. Anthony Albanese isn't even who he appears to be, according to what we're getting in this. People in your country are waking up, so this is going to create a lot of emotion. There's a surprise to your election, and it's being highly guided. You got the Wheel of Fortune before. This is karmic times. It's going to appear as though he's won. It looks like your election could be stilled somehow, because there's a surprise to it, and this is a battle. This is an ongoing battle, highly guided to create a death and a rebirth and a stilling with that 2 of Swords, and something new that will end up making things victorious. So I'm going to shuffle those in, and I'm going to ask if I read that to you correctly. Did I get that message right, you guys? Please and thank you. Is that the truth? Have I delivered that message correctly? One more. Did I deliver that message correctly? I've been on here an hour, so I can't go much longer, you guys, because it won't upload. I delivered that to you correctly with that High Priestess. Remember that High Priestess in this deck, she holds the balance between the dark and the light. So there is, this is very karmic. You get that Wheel of Fortune, you get that Sun. Something big is happening there. And so I want to end that with, you know, they want you to know that it's set up, it's a trap. They wanted you to know that Anthony Albanese isn't what you think, that there were already traps set for him. I think I asked if he was controlled, and I got a yes. There's a surprise in this election somehow. It's going to feel very emotional for you folks. I can't remember everything that I've seen and said during this reading. It's gone on for an hour. So let's take a look. I want to know, is this an operation? Is this election in Australia an operation that is unfolding by means of the alliance, by means of what we call the White Hats, by means of what we call a military operation, by what many call the Q operation in regards to saving humanity from, you know, the tyrannical governments and plans that were in store for all of us. So is Australia's election that will be taking place on the date that they call the 3rd, in the month that they call May, in the year that we call 2025, a white hat, good guy, secret society on the working for the betterment of humanity, for the people, operation, mission. Is it an operation done by the good guys? Did I make myself clear? I hope so. So please and thank you. Is this an operation done by the good guys? Is this election being controlled by the good guys? There's a lot of talk. It's designed to create upset. They want to tell you more with this. It's the ending of a cycle. This election is the ending of a cycle designed to create upset, mental anguish, so that wish fulfillment can come in and a new journey can start and the answer to your prayers can happen. So they want you to know this is all about, oh my goodness, it's designed to upset you. This process right now is designed to create upset. So now that you've told me that, you've reiterated this, you keep saying this, you want them to know that. Did I deliver that to them correctly? Did I read that correctly? Did I deliver that little bit of a message correctly to them? Yes, I delivered that correctly to you. That's 1/2 of what I've delivered. So give me whatever more you want to say, for goodness sakes. We have the Hanged Man. Great enlightenment is going to come through this, you guys. A lot of work being done. They want you to know that. Oh, it looks like there's a leader behind all of you. There's a leader behind you. There is a leader behind you. This is my Trump card. That's my Trump card. There's a leader behind you that is good. Great enlightenment is going to come through this. They want you to know this. This is like a lot of work has gone into this. Just a couple days to go, right? Few days to go there. Yeah, a few days to go. What is today? So today is Wednesday. So would tomorrow be the 1st, 2nd, 3rd? Yeah. Yeah. So today's Wednesday. If Sunday's the 4th, then Saturday is the 3rd. And Friday's the 2nd, and Thursday's the 1st. So yeah, 3 days to go. Lots of enlightenment. Powerful leader here, you guys. Powerful. And with the King of Wands, leads with the greatest good for all. So are you saying that there is a leader already in motion, in place, overseeing things that are happening there in Australia? Is there already a good leader in place overseeing what's happening there in Australia? This is weird. saw that correctly. You have a very fiery leader behind you that you may not know about already. I saw that correctly. They just haven't come forward. Oh my God, I'm an hour and 10 minutes into this. You're going through some things there. There's stuff that you don't know. So now that I've delivered that, and I asked if that meant that you have somebody leading this already that you're unaware of. So now I want to reiterate, now that you've given that little bit more of a story, that there's a leader already behind Australia that's overseeing this. And, you know, we got, again, that hanged man, that stilling, be patient, this is enlightenment. This is quite a time. What was the question so what I'm asking, is this a good guy operation? Is this entire election an orchestrated operation done by people who we may not know about, that is working in the background to get things done that will make great change for humanity's betterment? A good guy, good guys behind the scenes, good guy operation? Is this entire thing being done by the white, for lack of, like, you know, many people call it the white hats? Please and thank you. One more shuffle. The Devil. Got it right. That's my Higher Arcana card. That's to break the chains that have been binding you guys. So that would be my yes. And that would be, this is going to break chains that bind. Anything more to that? This operation is a big deal. Your election is huge, you guys. Your election is to break chains that bind, to create a massive wake-up call and judgment, to get people focused on things that they've been ignoring for a long time. Because this Pentacles is like a focusing on things. Like you said, many were asleep at the wheel. Many haven't been involved in politics. Many haven't, you know, they've just been asleep, complacent. Same thing the world over, right? So it's to break the chains that bind, to get people to focus back on the things that are important again. It's going to inevitably bring people together, because those that can see will be able to show the truth to those that have not been able to see. There's a huge judgment that's happening right now in your country, a big wake-up call. You're going through some things. This is a major, major, major time for you folks. This is a big deal for Australia. So did I just deliver that message correctly? Please and thank you. Did I deliver that correctly? Please and thank you. Eight. Gave you most of it. I gave you most of it. I'm missing a piece. All right. I gotta get off, you guys. I can't keep going. This is an hour and 14 minutes. Gave you most of it. Moving forward. Highly emotional. You're going to have heartache. Okay, so I gave you most of the message. Moving forward, it's going to be super emotional. There's going to be some heartache. There's going to be some disappointments. But this is what's going to create the transformation. And it's going to be what creates crowns to wake up and for them to pick up their swords. And then for healing to come in. You're going to go through some things in Australia, it looks like. Did I just read that correctly, please? They want you to know that you're going to go through some things moving forward. But this is necessary for the change to happen and the healing to come in and for people to wake up. Is that what I'm getting here? Please and thank you. They've already gone through things, you guys. I delivered the message correctly to you. I don't like delivering this, and I'm so sorry that this is what I'm getting. You know, and I hope that I'm wrong, and I hope that they're telling us this story so that motivates every friggin' Australian that sees this or that you talk to get up and get off the couch and get motivated to go in and place their votes. But right now it looks like Anthony Albanese is going to win, but it does look like this is a setup. It looks like you're going to go through some things that in order to wake people up and create this transformation and bring healing to your country, you're going to have to go through more shit. And I think, you know, that's what we're going through here in this state. We had so many people asleep at the wheel and not participating, and a lot of good conservatives with morals and values, you know, just weren't voting anymore, and we're getting our asses kicked. And I think it's to wake everybody up, and it sucks going through it, feels awful going through it, but that's what we're going through. And it's to get people motivated again, to get them up off the couch and to get them involved and to get them to pay attention, to put their beer down and pay attention, and get back involved like my parents' generation was. And we have so much more information. We can know so much more truth than my parents could. We have technology at our fingertips and whatnot. So I'm so sorry to deliver that to you. And like I said, I hope that I've just been bullshitted to motivate you guys to get up off the couch. I know that you, the person that asked me, you're very involved. And, you know, you're up off the couch and have been. But I'm so sorry. So I don't like delivering that stuff. That's just what I'm getting. And that's as the energy stands today. So let's always keep that in mind. The energy is in constant motion. Okay, you guys? Let's keep that in mind. Let's let them say, what do they want to give Australia for advice with the energy that's as of right now stands today. And with the energy as it stands today, what do you want to give for advice with the information that you have just given Australia? Please and thank you. Oh, jeez. One card. Leave them with for insight, clarity, advice. You're going through a death and a rebirth. And with that, know that you can do it. Keep your faith. Know that Australia's going through a very dark night of the soul. My heart and prayers are with you. I'll be sending Australia lots of good energy. I do the world over anyway. But you are going through a death and a rebirth, Australia. You're going through a very dark night of the soul. I'm so sorry. To go through a dark night of the soul feels absolutely horrible, and it takes as long as it takes, but when you're finally able to move through into the other side, you're rebuilt into something beautiful, stronger, more balanced, more compassionate, better. So if Australia is going through a dark night of the soul, know that as you go through all of this horrible shit, the other side of things will be phenomenal. That's how the rebirth is. All right, so before I get off, because I want a reading, please and thank you, on the White Hat's take on Australia. I want that. I want that. So the energy that's driving the White Hats, the military operation, the Q operation, please give me a 7-card spread, giving me a story around the White Hats' involvement and work that's happening in Australia. Please and thank you. Balance and deals being made. Huge judgment, wake-up call. They're nearing the end of this mission, battle, celebrations. Okay. So the White Hats and what's going on in your country. Lots of deals have been made. There's a lot of deals being made, you guys, to create a balanced situation. It very much is the words. It's very much a war of words, and they're winning, right? Winning with this card. Running off with the information. They've got the information. They've got the knowledge. There's some left behind, okay? This is a big time for you guys with the judgment. A lot going on with Australia as far as that wake-up call. So deals have been made to create this judgment, to create this wake-up call. And then above that, we have our Queen of Swords. She comes out with the truth, telling the truth. No, very much with integrity and honesty, blunt force. So, the White Hats' involvement is, we're nearing an end. We're near that end of that battle with that 9, ending that cycle of this battle for you guys here in Australia. Okay, we're coming to the end of that. That's the biggest part of what's driving this reading. Many deals have been made as this battle comes to end. A lot of wake up has happened as this battle comes to end. A lot of truth has been spoken. Truths have come out. These are considered wins, but there's more there that will continue to be spoken. There's been a lot of groundwork laid in your country. There's about to be something new that's driven in, and then you will be able to celebrate, you guys. Okay? Let's take a look. A few more cards here. This is the White Hats and the work that the White Hats have done in your country. About to the end of what's going on in your country. New ground's about to break, and you will be celebrating at the top there. This is all to wake people up. Deals have been made. Like, things have been done, you guys. Things have been done. It's been long focused on. Your country has been long focused on. Trapped, set, walked away from by the White Hats, okay? This has been manifesting over a long period of time. This is a highly guided journey, and you're about to breathe in something fresh. So hang in there, you guys. That's what I'm getting. This is, the White Hats have already made the deals. They've done the things. This is an information war. A lot of information has gotten out. They seek to bring more to you. Everything they bring will be honesty and truth. When the truths come out, that will wake up these people. You're nearing the end of your battle. New ground's about to be broken, and you will be celebrating. This has been a very emotional journey. It's gone on over a long period of time. Traps were set, walked away from by the white hats. Okay? This was all put in place by the white hats. This journey has been manifesting. They're doubling that length of time. So this has been going on, this operation within Australia by the white hats has been going on much longer than you can imagine. Feel good about it. You have the sunflower here. So angle your feelings towards the happiness that's in this journey for you. This is a highly guided journey. A light is being shown on your country. An example is being set. A light is being shown on your country. It's shining a light to wake up the people. So the judgment comes in, you guys. Joyful deals have been made, right? This has been highly focused on for a long period of time. Traps were set, walked away from. This was all done by the white hats to bring something fresh to you guys as you go through this death and this rebirth. I would say your country was really, really taken by everything that they have told us here, and you need to know your country was, is that correct? Was their country really, really, really engulfed beyond what they even realized? There in Australia, please and thank you. Their country was really, really taken over, wasn't it? Deep, deep, deep. A deep take. Is that true? Yeah, your country was completely taken over. You had been completely taken over. And that's why this has gone on for so long. And that's why this wake-up call is, it's like you guys are really having to go through some shit to shake the people awake. Am I getting that? Did I just deliver that correctly? There's always more to that card. They've had to still the system there to start you over. So the whole system, you guys, needed to end. Your country was taken. And so, I mean, literally, they had to still, like, both sides of your coin were taken over by these, both sides. You were infiltrated everywhere by the people that pretended to be good and the people that didn't, that weren't pretending anything, you know what I mean, that was showing their ugly colors. Both sides of everything was taken over in your country, all part of this tyrannical system. And so, you know, everything has to start fresh for you folks. You've got to go through this major tower moment. It's big shifts for you guys. It's big, big shifts. And that's what I'm getting. But this is all to lead you to better days. So I'm going to end with that. So with everything that's been said, are you saying through all of this chaos and all of this stuff that in the end, all of this hardship that they go through in Australia, this emotional turmoil, this death and rebirth, this, you know, chaotic tower moments and the judgment and, you know, all of that, as they go through all of this, that this is going to create something much better and much more beautiful, much more fair, much more freeing, much more liberating for Australia. Please and thank you. being done with love, you guys. That's my yes, that love vibration. You're being moved out of troubled water. Whether you know it or not, you're being moved out of troubled water. This is all to move you out of troubled water. It's saving you guys. It's moving you out of this troubled water and into smoother days under the vibration of love. You're being guided by the Hermit. This is a very spiritual, highly guided journey. And, you know, you have the information. Keep seeking the information that will help you stay removed from this chaos. Because the information is there. Feel the love, feel the guidance. Seek the information that reassures you of things. This is, with this chaos card, it's part of what's creating the change. It's part of what's creating the victories. This is all great change. This chaos that you're going through right now is the great change, you guys. Temperance is taking place. You're having great change. You're being alchemized over time. You've had many victories under that vibration of love, whether you know it or not. This cycle that has been breaking your backs is coming to an end. And so you are being moved out of troubled water. It's a highly guided, highly spiritual time for you folks. This has been going on for a long time with temperance, you guys. Probably longer than 2020. Like, this has been guided to happen for a long time. And this is a winning card, the Seven of Swords, winning, winning. Again, down here with the Six of Rods, winning, winning. You know, you've gotten many wins. But this chaos is happening to end this shit for you guys. It has to. This great change has to happen through the chaos. And that's all I've got time for. I've been on here an extensive amount of time. I hope this uploads to YouTube all right. I wish that I could tell you that, you know, I really wish that I had gotten that Peter Dutton was going to win. And that you would be moving into what felt like better days. But what I got was that it looks as though Albanese is going to win, but that it's a setup and that all of this stuff is actually to move you into better days. That's what I got, you guys. It's just what I got. Take what you will from it. Toss the rest. Use your own intuition. This is just what I'm getting. And know that my prayers are with you guys. And I am going to be projecting that what takes place on your election day takes place that will create the highest and greatest good for the population of Australia and for the country of Australia. And that it's the highest and greatest good for all of you. And I love you all very much, and I'm sending healing, love, blessings, high vibes, and the wisdom to see the truth and knowledge through what you're about to go through. All right, you guys, until next time, you know, I'm sending you all love. All right, take care.